as you told, we are talking about entrepreneurship. And of course, as much as we know, entrepreneurship is all about doing business. Myself, I'm not an entrepreneur as such, but I'm forced to that sector because of very many things. I have discovered that there's money in the entrepreneur sector, and that is what is pushing me to entrepreneurship. And one thing that you have to note is that when you're talking about entrepreneurship, we mean that it's somebody who has just dedicated him or herself in making extra money. You might be employed, but you also want to go a business way. So there's somebody who said that being poor is a choice. So that you know that when you are poor, it does not mean that God is looking upon you. It is you who have chosen to be poor in that nature. Then in the entrepreneur sector, we're saying that also we must make sure that we grab every single opportunity that comes forth. For example, I just want to give a few examples of the people who have known themselves to be in the venture of the entrepreneurship. And of course, these people have made some money in that sector by grabbing the opportunities that are coming forth. We had some time back some matches between Harambee Stars and Tunisia, that is in Kasarani. But there is one of our own, I hope you know him, that is Savimbi, who decided to grab that opportunity. He went to Kasarani, because I was passing by from work. I saw him with his paints, and he was painting people the flag of Kenya for 100 shillings. So he made a lot of money at that particular time because what he did is just to grab the opportunity that was existing. Then again, there's somebody who sometimes we're saying that we are challenged apart, with the finances. Sometimes the capital is not available. But when you're an entrepreneur, you must make sure that you use the local available material so that your capital cannot be as much. For example, when last year, during the Nairobi International Show, I visited the Juakali, that is the Juakali exhibition. And one thing I realized is that in the Juakali exhibition, we had some few chairs. These chairs were made out of the hyacinth, the water hyacinth things. So you can imagine that is water hyacinth. The government is trying to get rid of them, and that is your raw material. How much money are you going to make? Because that means that your raw material is free, isn't it? It's just a matter of you going to that place, collecting the water hyacinth, making the chairs. So those are some of the things we are saying, that we do not like to look at entrepreneur as something that is so big. The little that you have, and the knowledge that you have, and the skills can make you to become a better person in the next level. Myself, the profession that I'm doing, I'm a teacher professionally, and that's why I've said sometimes I'm being forced to go to the entrepreneurial sector. That is the business sector, because I need to make more money apart from the salary that I get. So that when I'm there as a teacher, I came to realize that with the skills that I have, the little skills, because I'm not advanced like some of my colleagues in terms of computer. But today, people are going digital in terms of registration of students. I came and I sat down, I said, why can't I start a business whereby I start registering students? As you're speaking today, I have 5 schools that I'm registering them. This weekend on Friday, I had finished with 2, and I was paid my dues. Just a matter of entering those things, putting them in the internet, forwarding, and then downloading the things that I require, then I give to the schools. So at the moment as we speak, I have 5 schools, and I believe that before 30th, because the 30th is the deadline, I'll be able to have even many other schools. Because as soon as one school has finished its registration, they communicate. That is the principals, the management, the directors, they communicate to other schools that with them they are through. When they are asked how they went about it, my contact they give. So every now and again, I get a wider market than last year. Last year, I was able to manage to register 6 schools. This time around, I've said that already I have 5. And I believe that I'll be able to beat that deadline, because I'm going to see, like after this Monday, I'm going to get like 3 or other 4 or 5. So that is how I get more extra money, And it's just because of thinking out of, we are saying, thinking out of the box, isn't it? So that you can be able to do an extra mile thing in terms of business. Then in business, again, we are saying that you have to sacrifice your time. That is sacrificing your time, treasures, and talent. Because you can have talent, and that talent can translate to business. And it's nothing good like using your talent to get money. You can imagine people like the footballers in Mariga, he's enjoying playing football at the same time he's earning. So we have all of us have talent. That's why we are saying that every other individual have a talent. What I can do is not what you can do, isn't it? And what you are doing, you can translate it into cash. There's also a program that we were able to look at when I was taking some students to Korogosho, and we had a very short video on trash is cash. That they were looking at how we can make the garbage that we are seeing around to become money. And again, I was trying to look at what capital do you need in looking at the garbage. Go to Dandora dump site, there's a lot of garbage, but there are people who are making extra use of that garbage to translate it to money. Because we've been having, we had a group, a Korogocho youth group that was making poles. That is poles made out of melting the plastic. Those plastics that are thrown in Dandora dump site, they are melted and they make the poles. And then they sell them. The advantage of this pole is that they cannot be eaten by the termites. So we find that these people make money every now and again by the fact that they sacrifice their time, they collect the garbage without looking at how people will look at them that they are garbage collectors. In fact, they are calling themselves garbage managers. That is the name that they are giving themselves, garbage managers, so that they can be able to translate that garbage into cash. That is something that actually inspired me, and I say that, truly speaking, if you are poor today, it is not that it is God who is against you. It is you who is against yourself. I would like to thank you for listening to me. Thank you.